I started doing business with Ken Crowley back in 1971 when he had a Chrysler dealership in Bristol, and I stayed there for a while until he opened up the Lincoln Mercury dealership, and I've been doing business with this dealership ever since. They have an outstanding service department and a stellar sales department. I choose to buy all my cars from Marty Weiner, who's a man that's a man of his word. He does what he says he's going to do, and I've been coming here for as long as I can remember, and I would never, ever consider changing to another dealership because of the way I'm treated here. I'm not the exception. They treat everyone the same way. Dealing with Ken Crowley, who I find to be one of the most professional, honest people that I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, is just an absolute pleasure as far as my wife and I are concerned. I don't think I'd ever consider, ever, going to another dealership.
How many cars have you bought from me?
I understand that I've bought at least 29 cars.
Okay, how many cars have you bought from me?
I believe that I've purchased something like 29, 30 cars from Ken since I've been associated with them.
What brought you to him in the first place?
Well, I met Ken when he was a sales manager at Seville Ford in Thomaston. He's a very likable person, very honest. I chose a couple of other cars other than one he sold me, and he said, "No, I think you'd be more suited for this type of car." It was a Chrysler 300, beautiful automobile, and I bought it and was extremely pleased with him. And then he notified me that he was contemplating going into business for himself, which he did in '71. So I chose to follow him and have never regretted 1 minute of it.
He uses the line on the radio, "If you're not happy with something, I want to know about it."
I had one occasion where that happened, and the problem was resolved. I got a phone call, I think it was an hour and a half after I had called him. He's that type of person. He's a people person, and that's probably the key to his success. But not only that, he employs people like himself. They're all professionals, and when you walk in here, there's no pressure. They treat you like one of the guys, and I love coming here.
Is there any good dirt that you know about him that we could do?
He's a very religious man, dedicated to his family. He has a lovely wife that I had an opportunity of meeting at one time at one of his functions at the other dealership. But he's the kind of guy that I'd like to grow up to be.
So 29 cars?
At least.
Going on however many, right?
Yes. Well, it could be more. We generally trade in our cars every 2 years, and I can't wait to. But the car that he just sold me, I'm going to stick with something like that, the same color probably, the next time I come in.
What did you buy?
I bought a Lincoln MKZ. It's my second one. I drove town cars prior to that, and I wanted to get into something smaller, and I'll tell you, this car handles absolutely beautifully. It's really a pleasure to drive.
Do you buy any other Crowley cars except Fords and Lincolns?
No, that's all I buy is Lincolns and Fords. My wife drives an SUV that she loves. We're just satisfied with whatever we get here. It's really a pleasure to come in this place.
Let me ask you a question. If you were going to describe Crowley and the treatment that you got, that we could put it on a bumper sticker, just 2 or 3 words, what would it be? What would the words be to describe him?
Dealing with the Crowley dealership has been an absolute pleasure. Dedicated salespeople, and as I mentioned, an outstanding service department.